No one knows how it tastes like when you eat a spirit/curse. It's like eating a wet hot pocket. How did it get wet? We'll never know.
Why did it still burn the roof of my mouth? Mysterious.
Oh, I don't know, liquid can boil, I guess. Hi, I'm going through my villain arc, Annie.
And I'm gonna switch oppositions, Minty.
And this is FunUntitled, where we say F you to things. I keep forgetting what that slogan is now. You never tell me what the correct slogan is.
Maybe next week you'll get it.
And yeah.
We're going over Jujutsu Kaisen, beginning of season 2, the hidden inventory and premature arc or episode.
Premature death. If you say premature, it sounds like we just gave birth to a baby and it came out like the size of a soda can.
Oh, dude, come on.
Okay, fun fact before we get into this, premature babies was put into circuses in order to pay for their health care.
Really?
Yeah, so like they're kind of, hey, look at this tiny baby. And like, I'm gonna give you $5. The doctor was like, thank you. That $5 is gonna go for that baby's medical bills because he needs a air tank to breathe.
Good for them.
This should have been called the Star Platinum arc. They only didn't do that because of Gojo.
They've been called the Toji arc. That's what people came to watch.
Alright, we're gonna do a quick summary, what we think about it, and why this animation's too good for Jujutsu Kaisen.
It always has been.
I think this movie really would have benefited from just being a movie. But am I thinking about, like, each episode is about 20 minutes, and there's 5 episodes, so it was like, come on, Annie, do that math.
Like an hour and a half.
There we go.
Which is pretty good for a movie, especially an anime movie.
Yeah. So replace this with Jujutsu Zero.
Oh, I don't know. Zero is really good.
No, it was good. You need to know about Geto, but yeah, let's get into the summary. So this is Back in the Past, a prequel sequel.
But Gojo is a student and he was best friends with Geto and some other chick that never plays a role in Jujutsu Kaisen.
But she's the only one with healing abilities, just like Sakura.
Haruno.
Oh, what? Like, the people that was gonna be called Captain Sakura?
People don't know.
It was a radical time in the 80s. Shooting hoops with my bro, talking about Digimon. Real fast, there was this one scene where the principal, the one who puts cursed spirits into dolls, is like, I need you to get the Star Platinum and Protector. And Gojo's like, I don't get it. And Geto's like, okay, let me explain. There's a guy named Tengen, not Uzui Tengen from Kimetsu no Yaiba, a new one. We don't know anything about him, but he keeps all our barriers up. So we need to like reset him, factory reset him so that he doesn't turn evil. And Gojo's like, oh, I get it. It's kind of like Digimon. When like we don't want Skull Greymon, we just want War Greymon. So we gotta set him back to Koromon.
Metal Greymon.
No, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I got that, Gojo.
Maybe it is War Greymon.
Yeah, War Greymon comes after Metal Greymon. Because War Greymon's the hot one. The one that can get it. And I don't know if all the kids out there are like, I don't know what he just said, but I'm like, kids, this wasn't for you. This was for me.
No, it is Metal Greymon.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
No. We can debate this in the Digimon episode.
Yeah, we're gonna watch 2020 later.
You think they still have butterflies?
God, no.
Alright, so they meet this girl named Riko, and I'm just like, so you're telling me there was a girl named Rika in the movie? Now I got another girl named Riko?
In Japan, there's a big difference.
I guess.
In America, not so much.
And she's the Star Platinum. And I guess she knew that from birth because she had this whole monologue like, I was in the water. I knew I was different. I was drowning and everyone else wasn't.
Did I feel like Tengen may have killed her parents?
No.
Like, I feel like, you know, like when you isolate someone so that way when they die,
Jeez.
no one feels bad for them? That's what it felt like to me. I mean, there's no proof of it, but...
No, because I think Tengen was like Riko, or like maybe he was also a young high school girl living her best life until she got locked in the basement. So I think she wouldn't kill Riko's parents.
No, Tengen is like an incredibly useless character.
Oh, okay.
He comes out of nowhere and then basically the one time he fights, he loses immediately. Useless. So much talking before the culling game. Sorry.
So Riko's like, I want to have the time of my life. And Gojo's like, okay, what if I explain my powers 10 times?
Oh, right?
Yeah,
Right?
so he's constantly explaining. And meanwhile, I'm looking at Geto, I was like, what do? You just like eat spirits?
I manipulate curses.
Yeah.
Simple.
Well, that's why he doesn't get the bitches.
That's the point, Gojo. You have to understand what curse techniques are, which is fairly easy, right? It's energy. But then you have to understand what reverse curse techniques are, which I have no idea. Then you have to understand Gojo's bullshit, his powers, his 6 eyes, the red, blue, and purple. And it's like, you keep explaining your powers, but I'm still on like step 2.
And when you think you got it, math gets involved. And he talks about vectors. And you're like, well, if no one got the Digimon, no one's gonna get this. They're way too young for this.
Calculus is a very tricky subject. Or I guess trigonometry.
You think Gojo's actually like a math wizard?
That'd be funny.
So, I don't know, it's kind of weird. In the beginning, Gojo's like, I hate weaklings. And he like shoots a basketball and he fucking nothing but net. And Gojo's like, and Geto's like, nah. The weak has to protect the weak. That's how our society works. Shoots the ball, fucking misses. Like, it was so bad how bad he whiffed it. But like, metaphorically, does that mean that Gojo's in the right?
Well, okay, so then Gojo and Geto has to protect Riko until Riko and Tengen can assimilate. But they basically fail because Toji is this badass who defeats both of them.
Coming in getting paid by money.
And then when Gojo saves Riko's body, gives it to whoever, Geto gets like his mind blown, right? What he said in the beginning is like, wait, I don't think I believe in this anymore. They took this out. I feel like where it's supposed to kind of come together. Well, Gojo and Geto were supposed to switch their belief. That's why Gojo is now the teacher trying to save Sukuna and trying to save the world, while Geto basically is trying to kill all non-sorcerers. So I feel like when you took out the part where they switched, there was no point to the basketball scene.
What's good about Gojo is that when he got his power up from, I guess, nearly dying from Toji, he kind of got like a weird nihilistic view of like, I don't really care about Riko anymore. I don't have any grudges against anyone. I just feel great right now.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like it was high.
Yeah, so it's like, so why did you not go into a villain arc after this? Like, immense power.
That's a good question, right? They made it very clear why Geto feels like he no longer wants to protect the weak, but they didn't really make it clear why Gojo now wants to protect the weak. And maybe they did in the manga. Because again, they took it out where they switched roles.
See, the pacing in the anime, I get why it happened. Like, it's not terrible. It just didn't leave room for me to, I don't know, feel for any of these characters, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't really feel anything for Riko.
I mean, I think that's fair, but I don't think it's the anime's fault because it's basically just like the manga. It's an incredibly short arc, so I think it'd be hard for the anime to fill it. I mean, sometimes animes do, and sometimes they do it wrong.
Like, I know we had the whole Sokka arc shit where they just basically had weird summertime loving moments, but it was weird for me there where Gojo's like, fuck the weak. But if that girl doesn't want to be assimilated, we're gonna change the course of our lives to protect her. It's like, where did that come from?
Gojo does whatever the fuck he wants.
You 6 eyes freak. Can't even count on your eyes, I only count 2.
And yet they never really explained the 6-eye power. Basically, he knows everything.
Nah, he can see everything, man.
What does that mean?
He sees every pore. He's like a microscope. Can I talk about Toji real fast?
Yeah.
Overrated character.
No!
Overrated.
No!
He doesn't have any cool powers.
He's like Batman.
He's kind of just confusing. Like how he didn't remember Megumi.
He's a bad dad.
He's a bad... I still don't get it. So he marries one woman who's part of the Zenin clan.
Right.
Then he marries another woman.
Right.
You know when he was like dying and he had a flashback to that woman with Megumi?
Right.
So that's the first wife.
I believe so.
And then the second wife, she like disappears when Toji dies or something.
You know, I have actually no idea what happens to her, but she is the mom to Megumi's sister. So they're step siblings.
Okay.
But I think Megumi's sister is basically the one who raises Megumi. That's why Megumi's really close to her.
Yeah, that's why like in the current arc, when during the cursed painting, he was like, my sister got cursed. What the fuck?
And then again in the culling game,
Yeah.
gotta go save her. What the fuck?
That's my character arc. If something ever happens to my sister, I will lose all faith in life.
Dude, you don't know how true that is.
So it seems like Geto went evil because he just got really lonely. Because like Gojo was going on his own missions. He couldn't be with Shoko, the healing lady. He lost Riko.
Yeah, I guess so. And then he met Toro's master. It was a total babe, but she also actually was in the match where Tengen loses. But I think her powers are a little cooler. Don't ask me what it is though.
Yeah, by the way, Annie, anime only. That's why I'm called Annie. Minty is read the manga and watched the anime. That's why Minty is, you know.
Oh my god, what if we had planned that from the beginning? Although my name would probably be something different, like
Mango.
Yeah! Oh, I'm gonna go by Mango from now on.
I had a mango for the first time today. It's not bad. The texture's just weird. Overall, I don't know why this arc was so hyped. Like, they plastered it on all the trains. They gave his own little special opening.
Well, I think it's one, people already love Gojo, so to have an arc all about Gojo, they know people are gonna love. And Gojo's a likable character. It's just his powers are bullshit and unexplainable. And also, Toji was very cool. This is the only arc I like in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Only arc.
It's the the Kyoto Goodwill arc is pretty good, but you know, I don't like a tournament that gets cut short for main plot.
Can you name me a tournament that doesn't get cut short? I guess My Hero Academia.
I think that one and maybe the Dark Tournament of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Ah, yes. Oh, you know what?
Maybe?
Dragon Ball had a lot that completed.
That's true. Dragon Ball. Although to be fair though, there's nothing else going on in Dragon Ball besides the tournament.
Of power.
Tournament power sucked though.
I forget the Japanese name. Team Force, I used to see the name a lot. Okay, we gotta go back to this arc. People love this freaking arc.
I love this freaking. I thought the animation was amazing.
Oh yeah, I thought this one part I was just like making a gab where like we go look at the whale shark, like that's gonna be me one day. My mind was fucking blown, but I will say when Geto's like, all right, you're gonna get in there and you're gonna get eaten by Tengen, or we bail what you made. And I was like, holy shit! I know like it's not gonna end well because that imagine Jujutsu Kaisen if Geto and Gojo just pulled like a House in Wilson from that show House MD and just roam the countryside with this girl.
Riding on their motorcycles.
Get your motor running. And then Itadori's like, well, I just ate a finger for no reason and there's no one here to come help me.
Gojo's just like, fuck you.
He comes from his road trip.
Hey, apparently he's gonna learn how to teleport long distances.
What I hate is that the opening was so misleading because it made it seem like they're all gonna be friends, they're gonna see each other, they were definitely all gonna talk to each other. And then you kind of introduced this one dude, I forget what his name was. It was very confusing for me because I think it starts with H. He's like, hi, I'm the cool quirky guy. If this was a normal anime, I would be the protagonist.
Oh yeah, that guy does. Well, I mean, he dies, obviously.
He died, and then it just kind of relates to Nanabe being like, God, this job sucks. I'm gonna become like an accountant. And Geto's like, do whatever you want, man.
And Gojo's like, no, he doesn't. I'm gonna come back for your ass.
Does Gojo hunt that man down?
I believe Gojo forces him to come back to Jujutsu Kaisen.
I think there's a part in the movie Jujutsu Kaisen 0 where people are like, oh my god, Nanami, like he got all serious in that battle and he's like, I'm sick of first year taking on things that's too high above their level or some shit. And that was a reference to this, to when Twink Guy died.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, actually, this movie is, we call it a movie, but you know what I mean? It's like the prequel to Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Because Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is when Geto's all like insane and calling people monkeys.
Yeah. I still don't know what happened to Geto. Like my cousin kind of referenced it, but I'm like, okay, we're gonna see this in the anime, but when Geto became real batshit crazy.
Here's the thing with Jujutsu Kaisen, they do so much talking. They just tell you what happened, but they never show you what happened. Like, there's a scene where Toji is like explaining his whole mindset of why he had to do things the way he did. And I'm like, why am I watching you walk through a fucking random hallway talking about it when you could have been doing it during the action? And I didn't give a shit. I didn't even think about this kind of stuff. This is what Jujutsu Kaisen does do. It's like, I'm gonna show you all the things I'm thinking about, but I didn't care. I didn't think about it even happening. And then they keep adding onto it, and like a million people start talking about it. So what happened to Geto was, okay, so now he's crazy, right? And if you remember at the end of Jujutsu Kaisen 0, Gojo kills Geto.
Gojo killed Geto?
Gojo kills Geto at the very end of Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
Oh shit.
And then a cursed spirit takes over Geto's body. That's why he has the scar over his forehead now.
Oh.
So it's not Geto anymore. It's actually like the dad of the cursed painting.
Oh, the guy who pushes people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of pushing.
I wish you didn't say it like that.
There's like 19 paintings.
He pushed the paintings out, didn't he?
He was prolific in that way.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that unless you watch the Tokyo Revenger episode we did.
Don't even bother. If you know, you know. Moving on. I don't know what's next. I don't know why they added the whole thing with Ui and the priest girl. And I don't know why they even have Shoko, except to just continue the whole Naruto 2 boys to 1 girl ratio. But like, stop having these goddamn useless characters. That beginning scene wasn't even cool.
And then like, I guess it was Gojo having a flashback in his glasses that took me to understand, oh, Gojo was the one that fucked up that house.
Yeah, how are we supposed to know that those 3 were even supposed to be part of that mission? Because I guess they were the ones in charge of the veil that never happened.
I feel like every fight in this damn arc, the veil was not put up.
The veil is never important. It's just kind of to help be like, people can't see what's going on. I'm like, people can see. People know what's going on. They're dying on the streets.
So if a house gets destroyed with the veils up and I took the veil down, is the house okay after that?
I believe the house is okay. It's got that.
Insurance?
I was gonna say that Bleach crap, but you never saw that arc, so you don't understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I believe it should be okay. I don't know what bullshit that is, but
Okay, I have a question for you as a manga reader.
Woo.
Did Hidden Inventory arc, when you first read it, give a lot more like insight into Gojo and Geto?
no, this is literally all you get. I'm telling you, the anime could not do much more because this is all the manga gives.
But you think this is enough?
I think it's enough because this arc means nothing. It goes nowhere, I guess, except to maybe explain Geto's thing. But I'm like, no one cares about Geto enough. Or there's no reason to care about Geto. He's not the main villain. He doesn't do shit. And everything he does is useless. Like, he appeared in the Culling Game arc. And it was like, why are you here? He was there for like 3 chapters? I guess he did 1 fight. But it was like, what was the point? So to me, it's like, I don't need much from this arc except a good battle. Because it doesn't go anywhere. There's no depth to it.
I would say the scene where Gojo, like, he made a perimeter around himself so that way Toji couldn't get his ass. And I was like, hey, you guys put too much money in this scene. With him, like, twisting his arms and destroying the buildings.
There was a lot of work, yeah?
Yeah, a lot of work into nothing.
I like the battle. I don't know if this battle was necessarily better than what happened in season 1, but it was really good.
Why did Gojo kind of, like, adopt Megumi at the end?
I actually don't know why he adopts Megumi. Megumi is a very strange character. He always has been and always will be. Because I don't know why the series puts so much emphasis on Megumi. Because, like, he's technically a Zenin, but he's not. Like the dad said, he got banned. But because he can do the 6 shadow thing, they're like, I would say spoiler alert, but it doesn't go anywhere. They make him the head of the Zenin family.
Oh, shit.
But again, that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, especially because, spoiler alert, didn't Maki kill all the Zenins?
Yes. I mean, I wasn't gonna go that far, but I just mean, like, there's so much emphasis on Megumi, and then if you know what a manga is now, it's like, why? Why?
Sasuke clone, that's why.
Someone explain. We're gonna watch the Shibuya arc. We're gonna go over it, and I hope to God it makes more sense. Although, isn't the Shibuya arc supposed to have a ton of filler?
I don't know, you read that.
That's what I read, and it better be filler that explains this goddamn arc, because I don't understand what the point of this arc was, why the battles were so lame, why people died.
2 redacteds dies, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I know one for sure.
That's gonna be a lot to go through in one arc.
It's so useless. Again, no point. Sometimes, like you know when you read My Academia, it's like, here's the goal of the good guys, and then the battling, and then the conclusion. And it's like, you want to see that build up, and like, whoa, that conclusion is so great. But like Jujutsu Kaisen, it's kind of like, you have the end, and that's all you really need. I didn't need a whole arc for just this end. Like, it could have just been so much shorter. Because Yuji is a terrible, terrible protagonist.
So yeah, just to sum up, I think the Hidden Inventory arc was really nice. I understand why a lot of people ship Gojo and Geto. The only thing that I got really confused, and maybe because some scenes were cut out, was that the ideology of Gojo and Geto, it seemed like Geto, was like the quote-unquote good guy in the beginning. Gojo was like kind of evil guy. But like in the middle, like as soon as they meet Rico, Gojo's like, no, I'm gonna protect the weak. And then at the very end, when he got his power-ups, where he's like, when all those cult members was clapping over the dead body of Rico, and Gojo's like, I could kill them all right now, Geto. I wouldn't feel a thing. And Geto's like, no, that would be killing without purpose. And then like, all of a sudden, I guess Gojo's like, yeah, you said that thing to me one time, and I really believe in that. We shouldn't kill without purpose. And Geto's like, I kind of backtracked on that, like, real hard.
Your characters either have to be very good or very bad. Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't make a stance with anyone. And it's not like being gray moral. It's just, they just flip-flop whether the creator wants them to be the generic or a useless shock factor.
You know, just this one post where like, oh, person A, I'm dealing with some problematic shit right now. Person B says like some real therapy crap out of nowhere just because the creator wants to handle this problem correctly. I don't know why, that felt like to me, like, it just kind of came out of nowhere that Gojo's now, like, I'm going to be the polar opposite of Geto. Man, we should have had a fucking villain, or like, Gojo should have turned to a bad guy, and like, 2 hot villain boyfriends.
Then maybe Yuji could be more important.
Yeah, and then maybe Gojo wouldn't have to break up and kill, I guess. Is that spoilers if we reference the movie?
No, the movie's like, what, 2-3 years old?
Yeah, they made the money in the box office.
It's like 4 chapters. People could have read it real easily.
So join us next time for the Shibuya arc.